We're gonna bring y'all along with us as we start our spring growing, and we're gonna take y'all all through the year. So if you're brand new to growing and you want an idea how you can get started, hey, we're gonna take y'all along with us. This gonna be a total novice season for us. All right, fam. So this morning I'm about to do so much work on the homestead, and because I waited until this time of year to go ahead and get this stuff done, I have a whole lot of to get done. So in my front of my property, I still have a lot of my banana plants still standing. Of course, they look horrible. They served an amazing purpose over the cold. It made a microclimate, which kept a certain area of my yard warmer and protected a lot of my plants that's in pots. So we're gonna go ahead and start taking this stuff down. I'm gonna bring y'all along with me while I do some of this work. Every soul needs family. That's tropical, a place to soul family. Now we know they take a seed and make it grow. Black's tropical, Savannah's own family. Family. There was a man, he had a plan. His name was Bobby. He met this girl, she changed his world. Her name was Sherry. They got together and made a home. Took us in, now we are not alone. Black's tropical, a place to soul family. And now we know they take a seed and make it grow. Black's tropical, Savannah's own family. There was a man, he had a plan. His name was Bobby. He met this girl, she changed his world. Her name was Sherry. So far, I got that clump knocked down, and you may say, wow, that was a lot of work. I don't know. That's just a fraction of the work that needs to be done. All right. So let me show you some of the other stuff that has to be done when you're growing banana plants in a subtropical area. This is the remnants of my banana clump. I absolutely have to pick all this up, and I have to move it to another location. So that may mean putting it in the back of a truck and shipping it off to another location to dump, or moving it to another location on the property. So that big clump of bananas now look like this. If you can see here, there's a big solid piece in the middle. That means this tree already fruited and it is not going to return. And I have a number of them. And then I have these. Now this is the next generation. This is a plant that hasn't fruited yet and will be fruiting this year. And you could tell why by it not having that solid piece in the middle and have a leaf starting to pop out right after I cut it. Yes, this plot went through the snow, and I absolutely expect to get some bananas out of this plot. There's plenty of these, and there are more pups than I want. That was just one of the many plots that I got to fix up. So it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a long day. Welcome to Black's Tropical Homestead, where love and the land go hand in hand. Sherry and Bobby building dreams so grand, with an edible forest grown by their own hands. From tropical fruits to veggies so green, a homestead paradise like you've never seen.
I ain't gonna tell you, it's so disheartening to see my property go from this tropical paradise to this desolate looking. Guys, it just feels bad. But I know, because I've been doing it, that in a couple of months it'll look amazing. It'll be just as beautiful as it ever has been.
Share the feast, from garden city roots to adventures unleashed. Raising pigs for the table, chickens for eggs. With passion and care, every step is pledged. Recipes and road trips, nurseries to explore. The Black family spirit will leave you wanting more.
Alright fam, so after some much needed rest, we're back at it.
From the seeds of love, the harvest shows. Tips and tricks, a lifestyle share. With every moment, you feel the care. Soul brothers and soil sisters join the ride at Black's tropical homestead, where dreams collide. Let's grow those groceries, share the feast, from garden city roots to adventures unleashed. It's not just farming, it's a way of life. Through hard work, laughter, and love as a guide. Sherry and Bobby, with hearts so true, creating a world for me and
So guys, there's a big difference in the way it looked before I started and now. But wait till you see the difference in about a month or two. It's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna see the transformation of from this to an amazing, beautiful tropical area. I would like to say that I'm done and I'm ready for growing, but no, I have some cleaning up to do. It is a good idea to allow the plants to break down in the area and then enrich the soil, which then feeds your plants and you get a bigger, stronger plant. Seeing the mess that's here is somewhat normal. Alright, if you grow on multiple plants on your property, it's not going to always look the best. That's just the nature of the beast. Here we are, 2 days later, after cutting all my banana trees down. And as you can see, they are already pushing out leaves. Now, 2 days and I have leaves coming up. The ones that's going to grow back are already growing back. The ones that are not are the ones that fruited last year. The reason why we are doing all this is because it is time for spring growing. And one of the ways we prepare for our spring growing is to prepare our growing area for all the amazing fruits, vegetables, and herbs we're going to be growing on our homestead. I decided probably about 3 years ago that I was going to do the majority of my growing in beds. So the first bed I bought was from Vego Garden, and it's been amazing. These are some of the beds that I have had for the last 3 years. And as you can see, these beds look absolutely amazing still. When you're growing, depending on your circumstances, you will grow either in the ground, in beds, or in pot. Growing in ground is going to require a little bit of work, a little more work. Let's put it that way. All of it is work, but it's going to require a little more work. And you will definitely need to make sure that the location that you pick has the right amount of sunlight. That is very important. Once you find that location, you need to make sure the soil in that area is optimal. And the best way to do that is get a soil test kit and get that soil tested. Whatever you're missing in that soil, you need to put it in there so it can get the best growth possible. Sure, you know exactly how much watering you're going to have to do, and there's access to water in that area. If you can do all those things, you will be doing great. Then you have pots. Okay, that can be because you don't want to do as much work. That could be because you live in a smaller area and you don't have enough room to grow in ground. Pots could be pretty simple. All you will need is the right amount of soil, the right kind of soil to fill the pots that you're planning on growing in. Now, you need to make sure you have the right kind of pot and soil for the plants that you're planning on growing and a way to feed those plants. Make sure you water them as needed and you should be good. The way I decided to do it was in beds. Now, optimal for me because all I have to do is make sure the soil inside those beds are perfect and then my growing is good. I also need water. And I also need to put them in a location where they're going to stay. That means they have to be in the right area with the right amount of sunlight for the kind of plants that I'm planning on growing in those beds. All this is very important. If you're brand new to growing, if you can take this advice and add it to the way you're growing, then you should be fine. So find out whatever you want to grow and find out how much sunlight or shade they may need, and make sure your growing area is conducive to growing that plant in that area. All right, fam. So we have our amazing new Vego beds put together. We found the perfect location to place them. So we know during our spring and summer season, our sun will typically start to rise from this direction here. And as it comes up, it'll cross the trees and give us at least 5 to 6 hours of sunlight before it sets over here. That will be perfect. And that's the reason why we picked this location. We want to make sure we don't have too much shade and we don't want to have too much sun. So we're going to have filtered sun coming from this location for a while. Then we're going to have 5 to 6 hours of full sunlight. And then we're going to have a little bit of filtered sun coming from this direction. So this will make this the perfect location. So I got them built and I got them in a perfect location. The next thing to do is to fill the beds. And I'm going to bring y'all along with me to show y'all how these beds can get filled. A little cheaper than what you will typically pay. Now, don't get me wrong, it is expensive to get the right kind of soil that you're going to need to grow good food correctly, but you can save yourself a couple of dollars. We're going to close this video out for now. I appreciate y'all joining me. This has been amazing. I love getting ready for my spring growing. It's that time where everything wakes up and we start to develop our foods and grow, and we see nature do its thing, the wonder of nature. And I love being a part of that. We will bring you back when it's time to fill our beds with our soil, and then we're going to put our amazing plants down and watch them grow. We're going to bring y'all along with us as we start our spring growing, and we're going to take y'all all through the year. So if you're brand new to growing and you want an idea how you can get started, hey, we're going to take y'all along with us. This is going to be a total novice season for us. We're going to make sure that if you never grew them before, everything you need to know, you'll know. We're going to go through every step with you. We're going to let y'all see everything grow, and hopefully you are growing with us. Our season may begin a little earlier than yours, which will be amazing for you, because by the time you see these videos, you could be getting ready to do the same thing that we did, and you could just follow along. So guys, to the next video.